Hello and welcome to Module 6 of Martial Arts. In this module, we shall be discussing strength training and weight lifting for martial arts. That is building the corner for your techniques, building the container for your techniques. So the module content that we should be looking at here include the importance of strength training in martial arts, weightlifting tools and equipment such as dumbbells, barbells, and resistance bands. We'll also look at proper weight training techniques for fighters. We'll further look at power, agility, and muscle endurance development. We will further look at injury prevention and recovery techniques before we draw our conclusion. By the end of this lesson, students should be able to understand why strength training is crucial force multiplier for martial arts. Students should also be able to understand how to use key tools like barbell, dumbbells, and kettlebells. Students should also be able to understand the proper techniques for lifting like fighter, not bodybuilder. Students should also be able to understand how to develop power, agility, and muscular endurance. And furthermore, students should be able to understand the essential strategies for injury prevention and recovery strategies. Let us begin with the introduction. That is the techniques versus the strength debate. Why strength is the container for your skill. In modern combat sports, the debate is over. Strength does not replace skill, it amplifies it. A stronger body allows you to execute techniques with more explosive power, maintain technical precision even when you are fatigued, resist injury by creating natural body armor. This model focuses on functional strength gain that translate directly to the mat and the ring. Having known that, let us look at the importance of strength training. There are 6 key importance of strength training. There are 6 key benefits for martial training. One, enhanced force and explosive. So strength training is very much crucial for martial art because it enhances force and explosiveness. That is harder strike, faster uh, takedown. So number one, it helps in injury prevention. So strength, ligament, tendons, and bone density. It improves muscle endurance. That is by it helps you to keep your hand up and guard strong in later round. Another benefit is balance and stability. A stronger core and posterior chain improve control during kicks and grappling. Number four, it helps in grappling and clinch strength, which helps better grip and control over your opponent. Number five, the last, is mental fortitude, which helps build the discipline and resilience to push through challenges. So these are some of the benefits of strength training. Having known that, let us look at essential tools, that is the barbells and dumbbells, which is the foundation of strength training. So number one essential tool is barbells, which is best for building maximum absolute strength. The key lift is squat, uh, deadlift, bench press, and rows. As you can see on the screen, we have a martial art use for barbell is it helps in developing the base strength to move the opponent's weight. Example, escaping a bad position. So the number two essential tool is dumbbell, which is best for unilateral training, one side at a time and fixing muscle imbalance. The key lift is a single arm roll. You use one single arm roll, lunges, dumbbell snatches. So martial arts uses is that to mimic the unilateral mechanics for punching and kicking. So it helps the martial arts to develop punching and kicking skills. So the picture can be seen as shown on the screen. Let us move further. The essential tool, that is the kettlebell and the band. The kettlebell and the band is another essential tool. So the kettlebell is best for ballistic power and hip drive. So the key lift is that kettlebell swing, snatches, and turkeys get up. So as you can see on the screen, the kettlebell is another tool for strength development. Uh, then martial arts use is that the hinge motion of a swing directly translates to the power in your strikes and takedowns. Then another essential tool is the resistance band, which is best used for variable resistance, speed training, and rehabs. So the key lift is banded punches, rotator cuff walk, and pull apart. So the martial arts uses it builds hand speed and strengthens small stabilizer muscle to prevent shoulder injury. So you can see on the screen, the first one is the kettlebell, while the second image is the resistance band. So these are some of the essential tools we use in martial arts. Having known that, let us look at power techniques, proper techniques, that is, lift like a fighter. The key principle for combat ready strength include one, prioritized compound movement. So focus on squat, deadlift, and presses. This teaches your body to work as a single and powerful unit. Number two is explosive, concentric, and control eccentric. Lift the weight fast, then train explosiveness, then lower the weight slowly up to 2 to 3 seconds to build structural integrity. Number three principle is core to extremity power. Always brace your core before lifting. First, start in the hips and travel through the stable midsection. Then number four principle is maintain full range of motion, that is ROM. Don't cut reps short. Full range of motion, maintain flexibility, and act as a weighted stretching for your muscle. Then number five principle, stop at technical failure. Stop the set when your form breaks, even if you could do more reps. Bad form builds and bad forms build bad habits. Then number six, the last, train unilaterally. That is, use single leg and single arm exercise to fix imbalances and improve the stability needed for your kicks and takedown. Having known that, let us move further as we look at the power, that is the explosive factor. The power is equals to force times the speed, which is equals to the knockout potential. So your power is the force and the speed you apply that leads to knockout potential. So power is the ability to apply strength quickly. The goal of power is to low repetitions between 3 to 5 with maximum speed and intent. So the key exercise there is plyometrics, such as box jump, class push-up, then Olympic lifts like power clean and snatch, then medicine ball throw and kettlebell swing. The benefit of power is that closing the distance for total breakdown or delivering a high velocity roundhouse kick. Having known that, let us look at agility, that is reactive factor, which entails moving with speed and control. Agility is the ability to change direction rapidly without losing balance. The goal of agility is light feet and minimal ground contact time. The key exercise for agility is ladder drill, which is for foot speed and coordination. We have countries, that is zigzag and shuttle runs for directional change. Then we have reaction drills, that responding to a partner's movement or cues. The benefit of agility is that it helps in evading strike, circling opponent, and maintaining optimal position. Having known that, let us look at muscular endurance, that is the gas tank. So muscular endurance, the gas tank. So muscular endurance, the gas tank, sustaining performance when it matters most. So muscular endurance is the ability to perform repeated contraction over the time. So the ability to perform a repeated contraction over the time is what we term as muscular endurance. So the goal of muscular endurance is high repetition uh, between 5 to 30 minutes or timed intervals such as 3 minutes round. So the key exercise for muscular endurance is circuit training, that is combining exercise with minimal rest. Then high rate lifting using moderate weight for 20 to 25 reps. Then body weight drills like push up, squat, lunge to failure. So the benefit of muscular endurance is that it helps keeping your hand up in the third round and maintaining a strong clinch. Having known that, let us look at how to avoid injury. That is how to avoid injury prevention. So the prehab approach, ID, property fraud. So let us look at how to avoid injury or injury prevention. That is the prehab approach. That is protecting your primary weapon. Your body is your most important tool. Train to preserve it. So the prevention strategies include one, the prehab focus, that which entails strengthening small stabilizers like rotator cuff, neck, and tibialis. Then structural balance, which is fighters are often front dominant. Strengthen your posterior chain, like the back, the glute, or hamstring to prevent injury. Then load management is another strategy which entails avoid maxing out too often. So avoid maxing out too often. Lift at 70 to 85% of your max for most of your training. So these are strategies to avoid injury. Now let us look at the recovery process. That is where the gain are made. So the recovery process includes active recovery. Number one is release, which entails light jogging or swimming on off days to increase body flow. Myofascial release, which entails use foam roller and lacrosse ball on tight spots. Then we have yoga stroke mobility, which focuses on opening the hips and the thoracic spine. Then systematic recovery involves sleep between 7 to 9 hours. This is your most powerful performance enhancer. Then nutrition, adequate protein and electrolyte for muscle repair and nerve function. Then the load weeks, every 4 to 6 weeks, reduce volume by 50% to let your central nervous system recover. In conclusion, that is the complete fighter. The key takeaway here is that strength training is not separate from your martial arts. It is a vital part of it. Therefore, use compound lift to build a strong foundation. Train power, agility, and endurance, not just size. Prioritize perfect techniques in the gym to protect your body on the mat. Recover actively, sleep, nutrition, and mobility are non-negotiable. By integrating these principles, you build a body capable of executing your skill with maximum efficiency and resilience, ensuring longevity and success in your martial art journey. Thank you and have a nice day.